So the students, we should continue to discuss Bacon essays, Francis Bacon essays of studies, and this is the part 2. In the first part, we have some introduction about the writer, about the essayist Francis Bacon, his life, and we have a journal idea. We have a journal. You can say the introduction of the essay of studies. Now, in my next lectures and this lecture also, we would continue to discuss the text of the essay. And I think that each line is full of wisdom. It provides us a deep insight into the life of human beings. The essay begins with the famous quotation of Bacon. The first line is also very famous. And what is that? Studies serve for delight, for ornament, and for ability. So this is the sentence. This is the beginning. This is the first sentence of the essay. Studies serve for delight. Delight means that it gives you happiness, and for ornament. Now look at the simile or the metaphor he uses. Ornament. The ornament, you can say, are the objects which are used by the women. It increases their beauty when they were their party or some other work or other things. They use the ornaments to decorate themselves. So similarly, what is the ornament in human beings, in the male? That is the conversation, that how a person speaks, how a person defends his case, how the person says something. That is the way, the ornament. And for ability, it naturally that when you study, it increases your ability, and that ability could be used in many ways. It doesn't mean that you are doing a job or doing some other manual work, but whatever a educated person does, he does it in a very, you can say that, fruitful way. So that says the pleasure of studies are enjoyed in privateness. He said studies serve for delight. How we draw happiness when we read a book in privateness, in the privacy chamber of a room. So we enjoy the way the writer is describing the things. It reflects an ornament in conversation. It increases the ability of a person to take the right decision. How does it increases the ability? That we are, the studies teach us how should we take a better decision when we are presented with two things or very different things. So educated person would choose the things according to the value of it. And but Bacon warns that to spend too much time in studies is laziness. He also warns that if we are totally dedicated, or we dedicate ourselves to studies, and we don't do any kind of physical work, that we become a bookworm. Then we are not, because when you are not able to keep your body in a good shape, then there is no use of a good idea. Bacon compares ability of a person to natural plants. As the plant need pruning. Pruning means cleaning, cutting, and maintaining. In the same way, natural abilities are polished with studies. Our natural qualities, the talents which the God has given to us, it is polished with studies. So we should take it quite seriously. Now look at other. For expert man can execute and perhaps judge of particular one by one, but the general counsel and the plots and marshalling of affairs comes best from those that are learned. The poet also clarifies that how the studies helps a person, because the great events, the great work is done by the learned people. Uh, uh, because, for example, if the government is trying to plan a new city, or want to do something new, then it consults with the educated persons, with the experts persons who can give the government the clear opinion that which projects would be useful, and what precautions, what things they should consider in order to implement it. The marshalling of affairs and plots are done by the learned people. When the government makes schemes, it consults, it's have discussion with the experts, with the educated persons. The you can say the rustics and the illiterate persons, uneducated persons are not consulted to draw the schemes, to make the schemes. So that's the thing. And to spend too much time is sloth. Sloth, the word is used, sloth is laziness. But it doesn't mean that we should devote whole time, full time in studies. Though it will become laziness. To use them too much for ornament is affectation. It is not also desirable that we should always show off our knowledge when we talk with others. So it's not a good habit. It is just affectation. It's become a habit. It is because some people they use certain words repetitively. That's become a cliches. But there is no newness in that. Just to draw or just to impress others, they use such words which are not quite easily understandable by others. So that's not a good thing. And to make judgment wholly by the rules is the humor of a scholar. Sometimes you should have become practical. You should not take decisions according to the law, according to the things which are prescribed. Sometimes one should become flexible. Otherwise, it is you are making the fun of a scholar. They perfect nature and are perfected by experience. And in all these things, in all these activities, experience is must. Because when you do a work, you get an experience. For natural abilities, I like natural plants. Because our abilities, our knowledge is just like, you can say that as the plants, if they are not pruned, if they are not cut or cleaned, they grow just wildly. There's no order in that. So similarly, studies provides us a kind of, you can say, pruning of human character, our behavior, like that. And studies themselves to give for direction to much class, and it is bounded by the experience. Now, look at again. Crafty man condemns studies. Crafty man means cunning man, because you will come across many cunning persons. They say they make fun of the educated persons. They say because they are unable to understand, they don't know the things which nowadays is very common. Even the school boys knows much better than the previous older people, because the knowledge has so quickly so has reached to that level which the common person has not reached. Simple men admire them, whereas on the other hand, simple people are very appreciative. They appreciates, they supports the educated person, and wise men use them. That is the thing. The intelligent persons make use of that thing, make use of that knowledge. The knowledge is not just to show off, but we should use it practically in our daily life. So that's the thing. And 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 teach not for their own use, but it was a wisdom without them, and about them won by invention. Read not to contradict and confute. The Bacon also clarifies that there are some persons who are always critical. They are always in the mood of raising objections. They always want to confront, because they don't have any knowledge, but they want to make the persons involved in that. But not to believe and take for granted. So this is not also good. And there is another extreme, when we accept anything whatever the other says. So this is also not a good idea. They are the both extremes. On the one hand is that we always contradict, we always quarrel or disagree with someone, whether he is saying the right thing, but we have decided that we would disagree. So this is a wrong idea. Similarly, the other extreme is that we should take it for granted, because there are many students in the class, they never raise their hand to ask any questions. It means that they take everything which the teacher has lectured or told them as correct. Although there is not necessarily anything wrong in that, but you should have this mindset of that you should raise questions, because when you do not raise questions, it means that you are not applying, you are not active in that case. And not to talk are to be, and not to talk and discourse, but to wait and consider. So we have to take a very balanced view, balanced approach. We should judge the things according to its value, and then we should give our judgment. I hope that you are enjoying the essay, and we would continue to discuss this essay in part 3, because I'm sorry that I'm not able to finish it in the second part. I need more 10 minutes to finish this essay. Thank you.